So, New York City, eh? Loads of halal places. Let me show you my top 5. New York City. The Big Apple. A city filled with a diverse range of halal food. You're truly spoiled for choice. From the best Indian fusion chicken burger to one of the last kosher delis of New York to the most famous halal cart food after queuing for over 40 minutes. Yep, but was it worth it? Let's find out. We start off with my favorite place to get wings. This is the go-to place to get bucket full of spicy wings before a game. It's called Juicy Platters. This is a bit of a low-key one as it's slightly outside New York City, but if you're staying on the outskirts, definitely recommend. Go for the spicy honey barbecue. It's a true hit, but be careful, it's very spicy. From wings to burgers, here's one I really liked. Usually I don't really like anything fusion, but Namkin in Brooklyn really hit the spot. Known for their hot chicken and waffles, the owners have managed to merge Pakistani flavors with Nashville spices. We ordered the Tikkaville sandwich, a very saucy burger consisting of fried chicken, tikka sauce, coleslaw, pickled onions, and of course, mint chutney on a brioche. Delicious. The second main we ordered had to be the clucking waffle sandwich. Now that was definitely the winner of the night. It's massive. The Belgian waffle, cheddar cheese and the fried chicken went perfectly together. I'm salivating just as I'm editing this video. We also got a side of the market fries, a fresh take on masala fries with more of that lovely mint sauce. New York is of course famous for its delis, but whilst most have been closing down over the years, one has stood the test of time. This is the world famous Katz Deli in Lower East Side, here since 1888. This is the kind of place Joey from Friends would get sandwiches from.
This is the greatest sandwich in the world!
And in fact, the place is so iconic that once you get past the long queue, you walk back into time. The place literally looks like it's straight out of a movie, with the walls filled with hundreds of celebrities that have eaten here over the years. Just the experience alone is worth a visit. You queue up in front of one of the cutters and choose the meat you would like for your sandwich. Choice of corned beef, pastrami and brisket cured for 30 days. I got the Reuben sandwich with cheese. The cutter will then work his magic right in front of you and give you a few pieces of meat to try whilst waiting. Now look at that. It's my first time having kosher, so it did feel a little bit strange at first, but once I checked with my sheikh, I was ready to dig in. The flavors from the meat, the sourness from the pickles and mustard, and finally that fresh bread. Wow, Joey, I get it now.
How good is that?
Okay, now let's get some desserts. Here's a couple of spots near Times Square you should try. Junior's, known for the world's most fabulous cheesecakes. It was thick and fluffy at the same time, but very rich, so probably best shared. On the same street, try one of the largest Krispy Kremes in the world. Don't go for any of the fancy donuts, not even the $20 New York one. Instead, get the classic and ask for it fresh and warm. You'd watch them get made as you queue. These really hit the spot on a cold night in New York. Literally melts in your mouth. Alright, last but not least, here's my favorite one in New York City. So street food is a unique culture in New York. Back in the day, it used to be hot dog stands or bagels. But over the last couple of decades, the streets have been flooded by a diverse range of street carts, with most being halal. In fact, halal is now used as a term for street food in New York. One that truly sparked this change was Halal Guys. A couple of Egyptian immigrants brought back flavors from Egypt, and it was a hit in New York, with chicken over rice with white sauce becoming the big craze. Their success led to a world domination, literally, with stores all over the world now, including London. There's been a lot of variation, and competitors have usually fallen short. However, one really has come to dethrone Halal Guys. It's Adele's famous halal food. Situated right opposite Saturday Night Live, the queue can take over 40 minutes. Where Halal Guys fell short over the years in terms of quality, these guys have truly doubled down, with a burst of fresh ingredients continuously made out in the open as customers queue. After queuing up for so long, let's open it up and see what we've got. Look at that. You may think it's too much white sauce, but trust me, the white sauce is so good, there's never too much. Look, I'm Asian, and I've had my fair share of rice and chicken over the years, but this was unreal. Each mouthful was bursting with flavors and that white sauce. Seriously, one of the best I've ever had, better than Halal Guys. I had such withdrawals from this meal coming back to the UK that after a lot of experimenting, I've launched my own white sauce at Simply Smashed, my restaurant in East London, and even got Yusha Evans to give it a try. Here's what he had to say about it.
Let's give this a try. Let's see if it stands out. I've traveled all across the world, all across the country in the United States. So let's see.
Oh my God.
I'll give you my
High
honest
standards.
opinion, inshallah. My standards are a bit high. Bismillah. Mashallah, it's very good. You got the crispiness of the fries. You have the sweet but spicy and smokiness of the chicken, along with that creamy white sauce on top. 10 out of 10.
Quite high praises. Let me know in the comments if you tried it though. Before we conclude the tour of my favorite New York food spots right now, I want to give you a final bonus one. I went to get inspiration for my restaurant and try some New York smash burgers and loaded fries at Burger Mania and was truly impressed. Everything here is of course halal. Who would have thought buffalo loaded fries would go so well with white sauce? And don't forget to try the Juicy Lucy burger here and watch the cheese ooze out of the patty. They also have some very interesting drinks. And that concludes the video. I still have many restaurants on my list to try in New York, so let me know if I should do a part 2. But for now, I'll see you on the next one. Assalamu alaikum.